said you're gonna do that. Move me. Never said that you would do that. No, love me. Never said that you would do that. No, babe. Look what you do to me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. So in this video I'm going to be trying out a new method of installing a wig, and for this method you're going to be needing lots and lots of got-to-be gel and a stocking cap. So to start off, I apply the gel along my hairline with a toothbrush and use a blow dryer to make sure that it was completely dry. As you can see, it wasn't completely dry. The ends were a little bit wet and it had a lot of residue, which I don't know why. It just looked very strange. But I made sure it was completely dry, and then I added the second layer of glue and I used this toothbrush to spread it along my hairline. And then went in again with the blow dryer to make sure that it was completely dry. And the blow dryer helped to speed up the drying process because, guys, this took me around 25 to half an hour with a blow dryer. So just imagine how long it would have taken without one. And as you can see, it had a lot of build up and residue and just gunk on my hairline, which I was hoping that didn't show up when I actually put the wig on. So now that it's completely dry, I just started cutting the front of the stocking cap off because we're not going to need that bit. Make sure that you cut carefully, guys, especially around your ear. You don't want to cut any of your baby hair and you don't want to hurt yourself in the process. So here I was just a bit confused. I didn't know why I had so much excess stocking cap just hanging off my head back, but you know, I just had to cut it off. And the same for the other side as well. I had to change my scissors, guys, because the ones that I had before was way too dull and I needed something sharp and something that would get the job done very quickly. So I changed my scissors and I just went very slowly around my hairline. This method is supposed to ensure longevity of the hair. It's supposed to make sure that you're able to wear the hair for a longer period of time as opposed to if you didn't have the stocking cap on your head. It's also supposed to protect your baby hairs. And I was supposed to brush my baby hairs back before I stuck the stocking cap on my head, which I didn't do. So that was my fault. As you can see, some of my hair near my ear were hanging out of the stocking cap. But it all worked out in the end. So now it's all dry, you need more got-to-be glue, and I use my toothbrush again and just apply it around my hairline. Make sure that the hairline is securely fastened to your forehead, you know. It has to be stuck down and there's nothing flapping around. And then I take the blow dryer again, another 30 minutes to make sure that the glue is dry. This is a very time-consuming process, guys. So if you're not going anywhere, then this is the perfect time for you to do this video. Or you could probably do it in the morning if you're going out in the evening or in the night. But I mean, if you're trying to do it in the evening, then you might just cancel all your plans and just, this is what you're going to be doing for the whole day. So once it's all dried and it's secured on my head, I use my sleek compressed powder in 03 around my hairline to make sure that it matched my complexion to give it that realistic look. I didn't want to use foundation because it's a liquid and I was worried that it might transfer onto my cane rows or on my wig, like the frontal part of my wig, the lace. So I just used the powder. And for me, the powder matched me really well and it was very subtle, which is why I liked it. I don't know, it still had a bit of residue and gunk, which I could see. I was really trying to cover it up with a powder, but it just wasn't going away, so I gave up. I was really tired. And then this is the final layer of got-to-be glue. I think I added about 4. And I just apply this to my hairline. I use my fingers to smudge it out, and then I use the blow dryer to dry it not completely. I want it to be tacky because this is the one that we're actually going to use to stick the wig down. And then you get your lovely wig. I got a Peruvian body wave. So you just fling the wig on your head, make sure that you have enough glue and that it's tacky. I didn't have enough glue, so I had to apply a little bit more around my hairline. And because my hair had a lot of flyaways at the front, I had to make sure that I was pulling it back and out of the gel because I didn't want it to get stuck underneath the lace or underneath the stocking cap. And because I had so much layers of gel on my forehead, it was literally peeling off. Like I did not know what's going on. And again, I got the blow dryer and made sure that this layer was tacky. So I just used the blow dryer to speed up the drying process. And yay, the fun part, the easy part, you literally just stick down the front of the lace frontal on your head and make sure that none of the hair gets trapped underneath the lace. Once I got the hair all stuck down and secure on my head, I went ahead and got a comb and started brushing the hairs back to make sure it looked quite natural, well, as natural as possible. I then got a head tie and just tie down my hair front, which I shouldn't have done. I should have actually styled the baby hairs before tying it down. To kill some time while I lay my edges, I went away, did my makeup, and of course homegirl came back slaying. And my hair was in plaits because I previously washed it. This is Peruvian body wave hair, and I wanted to have that nice curl pattern in the hair, so I plaited it and undid the plaits. And I mean, you can't tell me those curls weren't popping. That's actually a nice trick. If you want to keep a nice wave pattern in your hair, you just plait it, undo it, and girl, you'll be slaying. So this is the portion of me styling my baby hairs, which I should have done way before. So obviously I tied them down and they would have been securely in place. To give the hair a nice sheen, I'm using my Moroccan Argan Oil, and this actually gave my hair a wet look kind of effect. I didn't actually realize that until I rewatched the video and then I saw it. I usually use this all the time, but I think I added just a tad too much, which is why it gave that effect. So at this point the hairstyle was pretty much done. I was so happy with the result. Here I was using my hand, running it through my hair, making sure that the hair were all going in the same direction. But homegirl was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen myself look like this before. And then I went ahead to part it to make sure that all this effort was actually worth it and that it actually looked realistic, like my head top, you know, it's supposed to look like my scalp. And I'm gonna give you guys a close-up view of the lace, and it looks so nice. Like, doesn't it look realistic, guys? Nobody can tell me that this isn't my head top. Like, it matches my skin tone and everything. Look at that, gorgeous. I was so happy. So yeah guys, that is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. This is my first time trying it and I really loved it, but the time that it took, this is literally once a month kind of hairstyle. The time was just too much for me because it took me around 2 hours and a bit just to secure the stocking cap on my head, you know. But yeah, I really love the way it turned out. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you comment and subscribe. Bye.
I've been watching.